Alright guys, welcome back to another true story animation reaction video. Today we are watching They Appeared on My Door After Googling Myself by My Story Animated. Hold on a second. What did she do that when she googled her name, like, you guys saw the thumbnail, cops showed up at her house? Like, what? I'm really curious now, guys. So go subscribe to My Story Animated. All credits go to them. I will leave their link in the description. Let's leave a like on this video and get started with this. I just want to get to the bottom of this, and I want to figure out, you know, what did she do that cops or the SWAT team showed up when she googled herself? All right, here we go, guys. Leave a like on this video and leave a comment if you guys want to see more videos like this. But let's get started.
I always thought I had a normal life, a good life. I had
Okay,
amazing
until cops
friends
showed up.
and lived in an awesome house with a pool. I always thought that I lived with the greatest parents in the world, but apparently they were hiding some pretty dark secrets. By dark secrets, I wish I was talking about hidden siblings or credit card debts. In reality, my loving parents were actually my kidnappers, who hid me away from my real mom for years.
Oh, wow, that took a dark plot twist. So the cops only showed up because they were looking for her. So that's a good thing to start off with. But her real parents were looking for her for a long time, probably. Oh my goodness.
More complicated than that, though. Before I start, don't forget to like this video.
Let's
and
find out, guys.
To our channel.
Leave a like.
Otherwise, your favorite celebrity will be kidnapped. Maybe if someone subscribed to this channel.
I'm just kidding. I don't want anyone getting kidnapped.
I don't remember too much from when I was really young, except that we moved around a lot. My first memories started when I was around 3 or 4, and I just remember moving to a new house every few months.
Little did she know,
were always sudden,
they weren't her real
sometimes
parents.
I would have to leave
Why
right
did
in the
they
middle
kidnap
of
her in the
something.
first place?
I always thought it was perfectly normal, but in retrospect, it was all a little weird. I remember this one time in particular very vividly. I was going to a birthday party of my friend from the park. I can't even remember her name, but I can remember that it was the first birthday party I was ever attending.
I mean, she did say that her parents took good care of her, so I mean, that's all that matters, right? But that is messed up.
My face painted like a tiger when my parents just picked me up and told me we had to go. I was crying so much, but they just picked me up and left the party without so much as saying goodbye to the birthday girl.
Imagine that's her actual sister.
The paint got all over my clothes.
Aww.
Luckily, the painter only managed to get half of my face. My dad always said he had to move for work, and I didn't really question it further. Still,
he was on the run.
Missed out on a lot of things kids got to do.
Her parents were on the run,
I didn't
guys.
go to school for a really long time, and I never really made any friends in my childhood.
That really sucks when you have to like move around a lot.
I didn't even
can't really make friends for a long time.
I wasn't bitter about it though. If my parents said we had to move for work, I just believed them.
So like,
as I got older, these random moves got much less frequent. After we managed to stay in the same place for a whole year, my parents decided to buy a house. It was my dream come true.
Very
nice.
nice.
Huge. 4-bedroom,
wow.
a pool, a trampoline.
That is a dream house. One day, it's gonna be me, guys. I'm gonna work hard.
I was just about to start middle school when we got to the house, so it was the perfect time for me to really make some friends.
I'm gonna work hard, guys. I'm gonna buy a mansion one day.
My best friend was Susan.
Do you believe in yourself?
Loved watching YouTube videos together. We
hey,
loved watching
that's my hobby.
Dramas like on My Story Animated, among others.
Hey, give it a shout out to themselves.
That seemed to change our lives forever. Our favorite channel had posted a video about a girl who went missing over 10 years ago. One day,
it's about herself, isn't it?
Had been playing out in the garden when she just completely vanished. The story was so eerie and a little sad. A woman had just lost her husband in an accident.
It was
her
about
daughter
herself.
Was
Wait,
all
what?
She had, and then
what just happened?
Vanished from the story was so eerie.
Okay, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. Pay attention, guys.
A woman had just lost her husband in an accident. Her daughter was all she had.
So
and then
her real dad is
from
gone?
Her life without a trace when she was playing in her own backyard. Officers made this a cold case years ago, but the mom was still looking. She made billboards and traveled around, never giving up hope. The video transitioned to a slide showing
her real mother actually cares about
taken,
her,
and a Photoshop picture of what she would look like now. Susan immediately paused the video.
She's like, that looks like you.
That looks just like you. Yeah, what are the odds? I tried to laugh off. Pretty slim, she said. She was right. That girl in that photo was undeniably me. We spent the next few hours looking up more about this story. It turned out she disappeared on my birthday.
Oh my god.
Was the same age as me and even had the same birthmark.
Yep, that's her.
When it was time to eat dinner with my parents, Susan and I were uncharacteristically quiet. So, girls, what have you been up to all day?
Don't tell
my mom asked. Nothing. She
Don't
asked
tell
why we were acting so weird. and we just told her we were fine. I asked her if I could spend the night at Susan so we could go study. Susan and I continued to research the topic at her house.
She's doing her little crime investigation.
Incriminating evidence. We didn't know what we should do, so we asked Susan's older brother for some advice. At first, he thought we were being crazy, but when he read into it, he said we needed to do something. He was going to make a call to some of his cop friends and get more information on this missing girl.
Man.
Months had passed, and I started
It took months?
all about the searches. Maybe it was because I was getting so invested in high school, but part of me just didn't want it to be true. Ignoring it was easier than
she didn't
else.
It was denial,
Susan
guys. She didn't want to believe that those weren't
came
her
and
real
approached
parents.
me. She told me my parents were here to pick me up for a doctor's appointment. I didn't know I had a doctor's appointment that day. When I arrived at my parents' car, it was clear something was wrong. When I got into the car, I noticed there were blankets covering loads of stuff in the back seat.
Were they moving?
Bags packed, and both of my parents were visibly distraught.
Oh,
this is an awful
I think
lot
they
of stuff
found
to go
out.
to the doctors, I said. My parents looked at me and said that my father's brother had gotten into a very bad accident, and they didn't want me to find out through the teacher. We were going to drive a few states away and take care of him.
Nah, they're on the run, guys.
I didn't even know I had an uncle. There was obviously something fishy about this.
These guys
they
are
told
on
me
the
to
run.
text Susan to let her know I'd be staying with my uncle for a bit. After I did that, my father took my phone out of my hand. I asked why he was taking it, and he simply said that my uncle's pacemaker was disrupted by certain electrical signals.
Wow,
This
coming up
meant
with lies, I see.
Wi-Fi the entire time we
No
stayed with his
Wi-Fi?
family. This didn't seem right to me, but when I tried to argue that hospitals had Wi-Fi, they just shut me down and told me to behave. Because they were so upset, I just let it go. I assumed we would only be gone for a couple of days, but days dragged on into weeks.
Did she know?
Even if I had my phone on me, I doubt it would work. We were in the middle of nowhere. My uncle was virtually a zombie.
Oh, so he was actually
surrounded by lots of beeping machines.
Oh, I thought they were
My
lying.
parents left for work religiously every day, and I was forced to wander this cabin alone most of the days. It seemed weird how my parents would just remove me from school.
She's about to
cut
find
off
something,
my contact with everyone. When they were gone, I searched the house for my cell phone or a computer. I couldn't even find a landline. I was a prisoner here. One day, when I was exploring,
I feel so bad for her.
I found a secret door under one of the carpets in my parents' bedroom. I found a secret room. And
Time
my
to
heart
reveal
sank
them.
when I saw what was inside.
Time to
there
expose
was a
their
landline,
Whoa!
a PC, a whole bunch of cell phones,
They have a ton
and
of
a full
fake
box
IDs.
of old ID cards. That wasn't the weirdest part, though.
shoot.
All over the room, there were newspaper clippings about the very kidnapping that Susan and I had seen.
Yeah, these
the
people
most
are.
recent date of the paper.
Oh
was
my
only
gosh,
from a
she's gonna
couple
get
weeks ago.
caught, isn't she?
The title read, "New tips on a missing persons case brings us one step closer
that's why
to
they're
bringing
running
a
away
missing
even
girl
more.
home." The photo on the page was not photoshopped. It was me. Underneath me was a picture of my parents.
They've been
Apparently,
caught.
the couple that I had known as my mom and dad were actually my kidnappers.
Oh my
Before I got a
gosh.
chance to read more, I heard a bang.
Can
"You
this
weren't
get
supposed
any
to see that,"
crazier?
a voice said behind me. Before I could see who it was,
That's her dad, wasn't it?
everything went black.
Oh,
I
she
don't
got
know how long
knocked
I was
out.
For, but
Wow, this
I
is
woke
messed
up
up.
in my bedroom. I tried to leave, but I was locked inside. I cried and
This is
banged
so
while my
messed
kidnappers
up.
showed up at the door. I screamed at them for lying to me my
They're gonna
whole
be like,
life.
"Oh, it was
All
for the
moving
best,
and
blah, blah, blah."
mystery, it suddenly made sense. They didn't just steal me from my mother, they stole my childhood from me. They
Dang.
seemed genuinely hurt by my harsh words. They tried to tell me how they weren't able to have a baby. They were actually very close friends
So
of
they
my
decided
birth
to
parents.
steal someone's
Right
baby?
before my birth father had his accident, he told them that he was afraid of my birth mother. He claimed that she had been acting very suspicious and he feared for his life. She was very mentally ill and he
So
didn't think it was
they
safe
did it
for
for
me
the
to stay with
best?
her. The day where he
No.
was supposedly going to give her divorce papers and take me away,
She got into a car accident?
mysteriously had an accident.
What?
We didn't have any other choice, the woman I thought was my mother said. We promised your birth father that we would protect you at any costs. She
Is
was
that
a
the
very
truth,
dangerous
though?
woman who had a lot of connections with law enforcement. Her whole family was made up of cops.
Oh, wow.
They would never go against her. My parents feared a court case may push her to hurt me, so they kidnapped me and gave up their lives to try to give me
Yeah, they
the
really gave
closest
up their
thing to a
lives, so I
childhood
mean,
could
she
have.
should be
They
somewhat
promised to be more
grateful,
open with
maybe?
me, but some
I don't know, I
things they
have
kept
mixed
from me
feelings
to
about
keep me
this.
safe. Now, it all made so much sense.
Does
I
it?
started to cry and promised to do as they said so we could keep our little family together. After a few months,
They
I
might
got
be
used
lying,
to our quiet
though.
life together. I cut my hair and used a new name. but I still try to preserve parts of the old me. Even though my parents specifically asked me not to talk to Susan, I followed her very popular Instagram and YouTube
Susan's
channel.
stories.
She had so many followers, and her content was
2
amazing.
million followers.
One day, I reached out to her.
Okay,
I used a pen
Susan.
name, but I couldn't just not talk to my best friend. To her, I was just a stranger, telling her how awesome her latest video was. At first, I thought Susan was going to ignore me. But eventually, we started talking like the good old days. After a while, I got comfortable and let my guard down. I forgot that I wasn't supposed to be talking to her.
She's gonna be like, "Is that you?"
A soda drinking challenge, I asked if she remembered the time I spilled grape soda all over my white dress in the cafeteria. Immediately, she wrote back, "OMG, I knew it was you. Where are you? It's been years.
It's been years?
I can get the cops to you." I panicked, realizing my mistake. I was so sad to lose Susan a second time, but I deleted all of my social media accounts.
No.
I didn't bring it up to my parents, fearing that I would lose my internet privileges again. That was not the smartest decision. A few days later, cops were banging on my cabin door.
They've been caught.
Reminiscing about my cafeteria mishap would have a SWAT team at my door.
Oh shoot.
Susan had called the authorities, and they were able to track my
Things
IP
are about
address.
to get real,
my
guys.
parents were put in handcuffs, and my birth mother had rushed up and hugged me. I was hysterical. Everyone kept asking if I was
she
hurt,
really
but I was
crazy
just
like they
upset
said she
were dragging
was?
my parents away. My birth mother was hugging me and saying how long and hard she had looked for me. She turned to my parents and yelled at them about how horrible they were for robbing her of her motherhood so soon after her husband's death. Her anger soon turned into fear when they shouted back that her husband had never died. That's just what she wanted people to think.
What?
When the cops asked what they meant, they told them to check out the second bedroom in the back. My uncle's bedroom.
Uncle was actually her real dad?
But the cops stopped her. Apparently, my sick uncle had actually been my father all along. After he asked my birth mother for divorce papers, she staged his death. But my kidnappers had actually saved him.
Oh my goodness! Plot twist after plot twist.
They decided on the last move that we should all move in to take care of him, and that they would explain everything about my past when I was old enough. Your father was a great man. Our best friend, they said. Despite whether or not they did the right thing, my parents were arrested for kidnapping on the spot. Because of the discovery of my birth father, who was reported dead, my birth mother was brought in for questioning.
So technically the whole family is together.
When the cops asked if I had anywhere I could go, I decided to give Susan a call. She was so happy
They're gonna
see
become
me.
sisters
so much
now.
had changed, but we were able to go back to our friendship as though it was normal. We are currently working on an indie documentary about my life, and are both in film school together. I still visit my parents in prison from time to time.
Everything worked out in the end, didn't it?
Hospital, but he's not getting any better. I've seen my birth mother a couple of times since everything happened, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to have a relationship with her.
That was probably one of the best true story animations that I have ever seen. Like I said, every single time I watch these true animations, I wonder if they're actually true stories, but I'll believe this one. This was crazy. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed this video, but oh my goodness, guys, my mind is... Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, turn on my post notifications if you guys haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.